There's a lot of bullshit in the world today. The way things are going, the way people treat each other, politics, entertainment, drug commercials, airline procedures, medical fucking etiquette. There's just all kinds of fucking bullshit going on today. And I've got a lot to fucking say about it, as do probably a lot of other fucking people, but I cannot help but voice this shit publicly because I feel like nobody else is. So I'm going to have opinions on a bunch of things. I'm going to post them here, and if you agree with me, that's great. If you don't agree with me, that's fine too, but I've got to get this stuff out because I think there's a lot of stuff that's messed up that's not overtly being said. And it's going to be all over the place, and it's going to be kind of random, and it's going to be a mess, and I'm not going to try to even edit it down or anything at first because I'm going to try to, as time goes on, get some sense of organization to my thoughts. But this is really not, I'm hoping that it helps people and people can identify with it, but it's more just like therapy for me than anything else. Because, like I said, I don't know anybody else that's talking. Everybody just kind of plays the game in the midst of all the shit that is happening that's real bad. The rising cost of living, the rising cost of groceries, the tariff crap and how it's influencing and impacting everybody's investments that they work so hard to save up so that they can't ever retire, and careers being ruined. My career that I work is pretty much gone now because of that stuff and because of AI and because of a bunch of other things, and nobody's really doing anything to fix that. And it's going to take some, I believe, some drastic, organized, en masse effort to change those things. It's going to take force, specifically, because people who have the power to control things and make things the way they are not going to leave that willingly. Nobody is going to give up their power willingly. Nobody's going to give up their money willingly. It's going to take force. It just is. Rich people just aren't going to decide, hey, I'll take like some of my like $500 million or whatever, and I'll put it towards helping people that are really struggling and maybe improving the system. They don't fucking do that because it's going to impact their gain. Even if it did, they're still going to be billionaires. But they don't have any incentive to do that. They're too worked up about getting the latest plane and getting a rocket ship built to go to outer space and shit. So none of this stuff is going to change unless we break out of our coma and stop watching, Netflix all day and playing with our phones and being narcissistic on social media and stuff and actually do stuff about this. And realize that there's community and connection and communication and there are things that really matter in life that we don't nurture anymore. And that's why everybody is so fucked up, and that's why it's going to continue to get fucked up. And the more we continue to just ignore this through our tech addiction, the worse it's going to get until it's going to come to a breaking point. But when is that breaking point going to be? And in the meantime, we have to wait and endure this suffering and this misery. And that is not something that I personally want to do for the rest of my life. Okay, my time to me is fucking precious. And I don't want to waste any more waiting for shit to get fixed. So I'm going to voice my stuff here. I'm not saying it's going to fix anything, but at least it's going to clear my head and it's going to clear my conscience a little bit and maybe start something and then maybe spark something into action. That would be wonderful. At the very least, I'm going to get some of this shit off my chest.